When people ask me about solo 401k distributions, people are shocked to learn that you just can't take money out of the 401k whenever you want. Unlike an IRA, when you could pull money out any point, and if you're under 59.5, pay a 10% penalty and tax if it's attritional, and 10% tax if it's a Roth, other than the Roth contributions. And if you're over 59.5, tax, and Roth, generally no tax. In a 401k, there's something called triggering events. And the way the triggering events work is that basically you need to satisfy these triggering events in order to get your money out. And this shocks people. People are like, what do you mean? I put money in last year, I need it this year, I'm pulling it out. Well, go ask your plan administrator, they're gonna say no. It's not vested, and even if the employee deferral is vested, the triggering rules won't let you do that. And most plan documents have these set of triggering rules. And the way it works is there's basically three main triggering rules. If you're under 59.5, you still work at your job, and the plan's active, you're not gonna be able to take the money out. So let me summarize that. If you're under 59.5, still work there, and the plan's still active, you're stuck. The money is not going to be able to be taken out. Even now, how do you get access to it? You can quit your job, you can wait till you're 59.5, or the company can terminate the plan. If those things don't happen, what are your options? Well, you can take a loan. There's a solo 401k loan, but the company may not offer the loan, or maybe you've maxed out the loan already. So you gotta ask your plan administrator what the deal is with the loan, if it's being offered. And if it is, that's one way to get tax-free money out of your plan without a distribution. But if the loan's not offered, or you already maxed out your loan, you have no options. Basically, if you don't have a triggering event, you're not going to be able to get that money out unless you can satisfy a hardship distribution. And you got to make sure the plan allows for hardship distributions. Basically, you got to prove a hardship. So if it's financial, you really got to show financial need, that you have no other sources of income. Same with medical. There are exemptions for education, first-time home buyers, $10,000. So there are certain exemptions that will let you get a certain amount of money out of the plan. But again, you got to show this hardship. It's not a joke. You got to actually prove it to the plan administrator that you have financial or medical, or it's for higher education, or it's first-time home buyer, $10,000, things like that. But if you can't satisfy a hardship, basically you got to wait till you're 59.5. Now, one other exception is if you rolled money in to the 401k from another IRA or 401k, generally most plans will allow you to roll that money out. But if that money is from a contribution you've made to the 401k, you're generally not going to be able to pull that money out. Even from profit sharing and definitely employee deferrals, you're going to need a triggering event. Now, I've heard different plans have different rules. I've heard some plans that allow for vesting after 55. There's also something called a 72T election, or a 5-year plan, where at 55, you can do a 72T and take a little bit of money out over the next 5 years, so you hit 59.5, but you are capped on the amount of the election. You can do a 72T election at an earlier point, but again, you're capped at a certain amount. You're not going to just be able to take what you want. And once you do the election, you're stuck with it. The election allows you to take that money out without penalty, but you still have to pay tax. But if you need a whole lot more and you're not going to satisfy a hardship, you may not have an option. You can do the loan, or you can quit your job. But if you're under 59.5, you're going to have to satisfy the triggering rules. You should ask your plan administrator for more information, because every plan is different. The plan documents, or the Bible, it controls the plan. So every plan could be customized a little bit differently. Generally, most plans are the same with the triggering events and the vesting, but obviously talk to your plan administrator. There's no general rule of thumb when it comes to 401ks. So just remember, if you're under 59.5 and the money's from contributions, and you've done your loan and you don't have a hardship, you may be kind of stuck, and you may not be able to do other things with your retirement money. The question I get is, oh, my 401k is invested in stocks, I want to buy real estate. I say, well, do you have access to your money? Yeah, why not? I made the contribution last year. How old are you? 31. Ask your plan administrator, but 99% chance you're not going to be able to touch that money. It is what it is. I wish there were different reasons and rules for it, but those are the rules. IRAs don't have types of triggered events. 401ks do. So you're best to talk to your plan administrator to get the information pertaining to your plan.